friends. Today we're going to do a practice on self-compassion. And self-compassion can be such an important and profound gift that we give ourselves. And there's an important question, an important consideration with self-compassion. Because some people say, well, should we not be offering our compassion to others instead of ourselves? Should we not be in the world that's in such a state of suffering at the moment? So many things that are out of balance, and so many people and that are suffering. Should we not be offering our compassion to those people? And yes, we should. But we also have to start with ourselves. We have to offer self-compassion to ourselves first. And Mark Nepo uses a lovely example. He talks about the gift of self-compassion. He said, to understand this gift, we need to recall the analogy of the spoked wheel, in which each life is a separate and unique spoke, yet all lives, like those spokes, meet in a common hub or center. That's why when we tend to our deepest center, we care for all souls. It's a lovely analogy, that the spoked wheel. Every life is separate. Every life is a spoke, but they all meet at the middle. They all interconnect. So even though we're offering ourselves something, we're offering it to every spoke in the wheel, because we all are the hub. Or uses another example, another powerful way to realize our interconnectedness is to imagine the human family as a group of aspens growing by a river. He said, though each tree appears to be growing independently, not attached to the others, beneath the soil, out of view, the roots of all the trees exist as one enormous root. And so, like these trees, our soul's growth, while appearing to be independent, is intimately connected to the health of those around us. Our spirits are intertwined at the center, out of view. So that's why we practice self-compassion. Not only is it a gift to ourselves, not only might it be the thing that steadies us in the midst of a storm when we offer this sense of nurturing and friendship to ourselves, it's also the thing that we can offer most graciously to everyone else. So that's why we begin today with self-compassion. And compassion essentially is being a friend to yourself. Compassion happens when we recognize suffering and we turn towards the suffering. That's what makes it different from metta or loving kindness. When we do a loving kindness practice, there does not have to be suffering present. We don't have to acknowledge pain or hurt. But in compassion, we are recognizing, you know what? Life is hard right now. It's hard for me. It's hard for you. I'm projecting here, but life is hard. There is suffering. There is stress, anxiety. Suffering is a word used in the mindfulness tradition, but it just means stress. It means anxiety. There is stress. There is anxiety. I feel it. You feel it. The world feels it. But when we offer ourselves friendship, nurturing to ourselves, we're offering it to everyone else. So let's do our self-compassion practice. And I invite you all to get into your seated positions, getting into your posture that will allow you to settle and arrive here as best as you can. And I'll ring the bell, and let the sound of the bell just bring you right into this moment. closing your eyes, beginning to return, beginning to shift inwards. I invite you to connect to whatever gateway of mindfulness will help you arrive here right now. It might be just being aware of your breathing. Gently settling your awareness on the inhale and the exhale. Or maybe sounds. Just gentle awareness of the sounds rising and falling. Or maybe being with your physical body will help you arrive in presence. Feeling the weight of the body. Noticing touch points. Landing here through your present moment awareness, whatever it may be, breathing, sounds, mindfulness of the body. Thinking again of the analogy of the spoked wheel. The invitation is to arrive back now at your hub, your center point. You're dropping back into the center of your being. For compassion practices, it can help that you might settle your attention in the center of your heart space, the center of your chest. Maybe seeing that as the hub of the wheel for this practice. And to connect to that place, it might help to get a sense of breathing in and out of the heart space. Breathing in and out of the center of the chest. We settle our attention here, we can begin to offer phrases of self-compassion. And knowing too that we do not have to feel the full flavour of these phrases. That they are simply seeds that we are planting. And if we don't feel the full quality of the phrases that we offer ourselves in this moment, that's okay. These are seeds that we are planting. We don't know when they're going to bloom. They may bloom a week from now when you're in the midst of some real difficulty. And all of a sudden, these seeds, these phrases of self-compassion you're offering yourself today will offer you some grace and some steadiness in that storm. So just begin to silently offer these phrases of self-compassion to yourself. May I hold myself with compassion. May my pain and suffering be eased. May I live with a peaceful heart. May I hold myself with compassion. May my pain and suffering be eased. May I live with a peaceful heart. May I hold myself with compassion. May my pain and suffering be eased. May I live with a peaceful heart. And just continue in your own time, in your own rhythm with those phrases, or if there's one in particular that resonates deeply with you, staying with that one. Just continue to offer the self-compassion to yourself. May I hold myself with compassion. May my pain and suffering be eased. May I live with a peaceful heart. If there's any resistance or any sense of a block roadblock or distance from offering yourself the self-compassion, that's okay. It's very natural. Sometimes when we're offering ourselves self-care, there is a resistance. Welcome it as well. Let it be part of your practice. Whatever arises, welcome it. Let it be part of your practice. Don't fight it. Just continue with your attention on the phrases. I hold myself with compassion. May my pain and suffering be eased. May I live with a peaceful heart. Notice what's happening in your body as you're offering yourself this self-compassion. What is the felt sense of compassion in the body? Does it soften the body in any way, maybe softening the chest? Does the body feel more generally at ease, more relaxed? Or maybe there's tension. Maybe it's actually causing some discomfort in the body. But just noticing, we're not judging, we're just noticing. What's the felt sense of self-compassion right now, in this moment in the body? And continuing still with the phrases. May I hold myself with compassion. May my pain and suffering be eased. May I live with a peaceful heart. as we come to the end of our practice, offering some gratitude for having offered this to yourself today. Offering this gratitude for showing this nurturing, this friendship, this care to the deepest part of yourself. And in doing so, having offered it to every other being. And maybe for a moment feel the richness of that. Feel the beauty of that. And in tending to ourselves in this way, we have tended to every other being we share this planet with. May all beings be held in compassion. May all beings' pain and suffering be eased. May all beings live with a peaceful heart.